Hello guys, this playlist I'm going to cover .NET 10 preview features. So based on the preview version, if any new feature added to the C# based, then I will plan to create one small videos about that feature. So .NET 10 already 3 preview has been released. So I'm going to cover one by one C# 14 features in .NET 10. To try out the features, first you have to install the .NET 10 preview SDK. So to download this one, you have to go to this https://net.microsoft.com download /.net/10. So this is a website to download .NET 10.0. As I mentioned, Preview 3 has been released. So you can install directly Preview 3, and based on the operating system, you have to choose the corresponding installer. For Linux, you have to use the binaries. For Mac OS, you can select this ARM64 or 64 related, whether installer or binary, you can choose it. For Windows user also same. All .NET install scripts. So this is script related. I have download X64 installer for the Windows PC. I have already installed this packages. So you want to try out this feature, make sure you have to install the latest preview version. So let's move to our slide. Second, you have to use latest Visual Studio preview. So make sure you install the Visual Studio, and finally you have to enable these preview features that we'll talk about in our Visual Studio. So in this video, what feature I'm going to cover? So in this video, I'm going to talk about null conditional assignment in C#. In earlier version of C#, we had to implicitly check if an object was null before assigning a value to one of this member. With C# 14, we have now used a null conditional operator directly on the left side of the assignment. This greatly reduced the boiler point of code and make it logical easier to read. Additionally, compound assignment plus equal to minus equal to asterisk slash it also supported, but increment and decrement operator like plus plus minus minus are not possible to use this null conditional assignment operator. Overall, this update helps to write safer and more clear code, especially when working with deeply nested or optional objects. Let's move to Visual Studio and try out this feature. So how it reduces our boiler point of code. In Visual Studio, I have created a new project called null conditional assignment. This is a console application. In the program.cs file, I have added two classes, one for customer class, next one for order class. So the order class is a part of customer class. The customer class, I have field name and order class information. So here what I did, I created the customer object and assigned name like Vinod here, and I call the function customer. Here I pass the customer object. In the customer function, I check the customer is not null, assign as a order, otherwise just leave it. So here I print the statement customer order dot description. If customer name is available, that also get printed. So this code I'm going to replace with the null conditional assignment operator. So before starting this feature, first go to this project file and make sure your target framework 10.0 and the language version preview has to be enabled. These are the two main criteria you have to do in your Visual Studio Code. So go to our program.cs file. If we run the application, and here we get the result order assigned to Vinod laptop model, something like this. So now I'm going to implement this null conditional assignment operator. What I did, I'm just copy this code, paste it. So just comment this code and remove this if condition. It's not required anymore. And remove this extra also here. And here I'm going to add our null conditional assignment operator. That's it. So there is a warning that you leave it because Visual Studio is not officially support .NET. So the compiler only will change it. So let it be like this. Save and again start the application. Here you can see the output. Order assigned to Vinod laptop model. So the null conditional assignment operator make our code cleaner and neat.